more awkward.
No.
Do you remember what you said when I sent you the script the first time?
You sent me like draft 2 or 3.
It was called The Little Things at the time.
I remember finding it fun. I was a bit worried about the length because I think it was 17 pages or something, which was funny because it got a bit bigger than that. It got about 23, 24 by the time we ended up shooting. Oh, I remember the big note. I don't think it was in either the first draft that you sent me or the second draft you sent me. And my big note was, you have to pick what's more important in regards to the heart of the film. Is it the investigation or is it the relationship? Where's the focus? Yeah, how big does Mel's character play into the actual story? Obviously, looking at it from Liam's story, especially it's how you write, you always do it from a point of view of the main character and their progression going through. Early version of the script, it was, there's either two ways you go about it. It's you show that his drive make his life unstable. You know, you make her an obstacle or one of the extra things that are hurtful to his life and then focus on why his passion is making his life messy. Or you make her the main focus in regards to what's important to him, which I think was the route we ended up going down. But it took a couple drafts where you have to bring her in.
Comparatively, she's not in the film that much, but where you're right is the focus. And I remember initially, obviously, this one came out of the buses in Bristol being deeply unreliable and literally disappearing. And so I thought that was the focus. And then gradually, as I wrote it, it became apparent that it was more about work-life balance than it was about the actual buses, and the buses were kind of just an excuse for that to happen. And so the pivot from the investigation being the focus to her being the focus, it also kind of mirrors his journey because he doesn't realize that she's the focus, and then he realizes she's the focus. And it's the kind of similar thing really that we went through. And then the film made more sense when the stakes were different. The stakes weren't, will he solve this case? We're pretty confident he will. The stakes were, will he solve this case and not ruin his relationship? It's a much more human, much more real thing to relate to, really. By comparison, it's hard to get people to relate to solving a case of missing buses, whereas not fucking up your relationship because you work too hard is something that I think a lot of people get.